All right, and welcome to episode number 1. This is it.
Yeah, the big number 1.
Wish we had a champagne bottle to christen. No, okay, you christen on the brow of a ship.
No, not on the table.
Of a ship. Yeah,
We're not
right,
on a
right
ship.
on the equipment. Give me a little ship in a bottle.
So this first episode, you're going to have to bear with us, being the first episode. But we're going to be discussing the way back in 2013.
Yep, the way back in 2013.
Yeah.
This podcast is going to go 2 ways, by the way.
Yes.
Sorry, this is a lot of way. We're going to be talking about the movie at the end of this episode, but before that, we're going to be discussing some themes.
Yeah, so some themes we got from the movie, such as water parks, parenting, and
Board games.
Board games, yeah. So, I mean, nothing that's too big of a plot point on some of the movie, where it's a very minor part on some of it.
Yeah, some of it's just a scene, but it's 3 things we took from the movie that we're like, dude, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
We might have some strong opinions or just have some fun with those topics.
So, yeah, nothing will pertain to the movie as far as the water parks, board games, and parenting goes.
Yeah,
at the
don't worry
beginning.
about spoilers.
Yeah, we'll let you know when they come.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so let's jump right the hell in. Let's go. You want to start with water parks?
Might as well.
All right, water parks.
Splish splash. Here we go.
Oh Jesus. Splish splash. Okay, audience, bear with him like I'm bearing with him, please.
He's done it most of his life.
Most of my life. A good chunk now. Let's say that. I knew when I was young. I'm gonna have to deal with this bullshit when I get older. They didn't warn me about that. All right, so water parks. Let's just get right into it. I think they're worthless.
I don't think they are. I think they're great.
I think we should get rid of them. I never get done to the water park and go, I want to go right back. It's usually like, give it a few years and somebody twists your arm to go.
Yeah? Well, is it the heat? Is it the people? Is it the rides just don't live up to the expectations?
Yes.
Okay, so all the above. It's everything.
All of it. Last time I was at a theme park, water park, I should say, was with Nate. That's how long, and it's been a long time.
It's been years, yes. But, I mean, so you don't like having fun is what you're saying.
I liked water parks before I could come to the realization of how goddamn gross they are.
Yeah? Okay.
So, and let me just say, water parks, according to our very generous research online, water parks were introduced in the 1940s, 1950s, which means they're pretty fucking new.
Yeah, they are.
That's a very new concept, considering all things considered. So, let's go with number 1, overcrowding.
Overcrowding. Okay, yes, that is an issue. I understand where you're coming from. You don't like people.
Okay.
I
no
like
one
people.
likes that many people. Even in a post or pre-COVID world, no one wants that many people around.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's to be expected. So you should already know this going in. It's going to be crowded.
No, the merit isn't whether I know it's coming. It's whether it should even exist. I know the rules of a
So
water
you want
park.
to water. So let's say it wasn't crowded.
Ooh.
We'll just break it down.
Like it was just me?
No, not just you. Maybe it was like a company picnic or something like that, to where it's people you know. Maybe you don't want to hang out with those people, but wait, I mean, how do you want to hang out with everyone in your company at times?
There's a lot of people in my company I'd like to hang out with.
Okay, you work at a smaller company, so
You don't want to hang out with everybody at your company?
no,
Perfect.
they probably will not be listening. So let's just say, company picnic, or it's a family reunion, or some kind of event such as that.
Okay, that's fine. But was the water recycled and cleaned before we got there? Or was it just running from...
The chlorine.
Chlorine does not take care of everything. That is a myth.
Is it?
Yes.
Where'd you get this myth?
Everything I read online is true, baby.
Everyone start posting articles to this guy right now.
Chlorine doesn't get rid of everything. I did read that the CDC... Well, first off, the CDC was like, try not to get any water in your mouth.
Well, yeah, that's a given.
It's a water park. You're in wave pools. You're on slides. The water's only getting in your mouth.
What do you just open mouth like,
But
here we
you
go?
just fall, you think your lips are closed and then water hits your lips. If that's not already on your lips and in your mouth and in your eyes and up your nose and up your fucking holes.
Up yours.
Up yours. Okay. So they said don't do that, which is scary enough. And it says
That's
make
kinda
sure if
common
you're going to
sense.
go wash your hands. Do you trust the general public to wash their hands?
This day and age, hopefully a little bit more.
What?
Hopefully. But
Yes or
no?
no?
No.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Okay, so if it was just like a small group, I could probably manage it. If I knew the water, and again, chlorine is not the one. I was going something with that. Oh yeah, just the general filth. Okay, so a group studied, or actually the CDC again. This is why I brought up the CDC.
Oh.
They said 58% of public pools were tested had E. coli bacteria in them. That's
Yeah.
feces.
Uh-huh.
Ugh. Like, why is there anything else I have to say to that?
Okay. So you're saying any body of water you don't want any part of. Whether it's hot springs, hot tubs, lakes, rivers.
A lot of hot tubs get filtered. Lakes, there's so much other shit that you do. I mean, I'm not just dealing in human I'm worried about the human element, not fish shit.
Yeah, but you know where people just drop trout and...
But that's like rain. You're doing the natural water cycle at that point. There's rain, and it's not just the same water being flushed in and out of a lake.
But, I mean, even a pool is still filtered more than
With
a
barely
lake.
any chlorine. Commercial pools have 20 gallons of pee in them on average.
Yeah?
Yep.
It's being filtered.
That urine also being sterile is a myth. Okay, by the way, Waterworld teaches you that. Oh, now I'm not talking Waterworld the theme park. I'm talking Waterworld the movie. Makes you think you can just drink your piss and be fine. You need more than that eventually.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not going to be able to survive just off your piss.
Think about everything else that's in the pool. You've got human skin, hair, sweat, any of the products they use. Let's say you had some topical ointment for like a lack of erection, they're gonna that's right in the pool with you, and that's hitting your lips too.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't even talk about jism. I didn't even write that down.
Really?
I'm trying to be PC here.
Yeah. Okay, it's happening, yes.
Our families might listen to this.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they will.
Oh,
Out of respect for the first episode, and then, you know,
my
later
mom has
on.
shown interest to listen to the episodes. Mom, turn it off. turn off the
You want to say
podcast.
hi to your mother?
No, don't say hi to my mother. How dare you? Yeah,
Okay,
tell me why you like him so much.
I don't know. It's just a fun way to get out. I try to look past all that. So
You can't just look past the human element.
Yeah, I can. What? So you're just gonna live each day in that fear of?
I'm just not going to go to water parks. I don't have to stay home.
But I mean, there's still the fact of anywhere you go, you could get that issue. I mean, maybe not fecal matter. That's using public restrooms.
In what other place outside of the water park
Are you
am
gonna
I
get
being?
E. coli?
Yeah, I'm
Taco Bell.
Okay. Not E. coli specific. I'm saying, am I just being covered in water that other people have swam in? Only at swimming pools and water parks. Just skip
Are you
those.
not rinsing before and after?
I know.
I know.
They're not.
That's another thing too. I understand. Going back to the washing your hands.
Yep.
How many people are actually using those rinse shower stations before they get in the pool and after they get out of the pool?
0.
Yes, it's far and few. But I guess I just look past it and I just say, fuck it, let's go swimming.
Oh. just the thought. Drownings in wave pools, drownings in general. I don't want to bring down the whole podcast, but in 2016, a 10-year-old was decapitated on a water slide.
So that's
Schlitterbahn. That's
that
right,
is-
Schlitterbahn. You're never going to give us advertising dollars.
so
Fuck it.
that I understand is really bad. So when it comes to amusement parks
Yep.
and water parks,
Actual danger.
it's comes down to the state. Actually, it's not even a federal nationwide how they run the parks. It comes down to the state itself, how the parks are actually run. So some parks, some states are more strict on parks, other states are less strict. Go at your own risk, most definitely. But at the same time, I guess I just don't care as much when it comes to it. There's certain parks I will not go to.
Like what? Just theme parks,
Well,
you're talking about big
theme parks. I mean,
county fairs.
yeah, county fairs, that's one. But actually, county fairs have more regulations than what theme parks do, which is weird to think of, because that is actually through the country rather than the individual state.
Oh, that's a federal.
Yes.
Why?
I don't understand. I don't know why it is, but that's just the way it's broken down.
Goddamn carnies.
Yeah.
You're doing it right.
But The ride still? No. I mean,
No way.
there was recently someone posted a video of it was the rainbow ride going up and down.
Oh, yep.
And the weight got off to where people were having to jump on the ride to kind of counteract it from tipping over.
That's terrifying.
It is.
We've had people die at our local major theme park on the same ride a couple times, I believe. Like, there's just no one's watching this shit.
Yeah. So, I mean, it comes down to...
Now we're just getting into theme parks in general.
Yeah.
All right, scrap them all. Scrap them all.
Back to, water parks. It just comes down to how well are people keeping up on their regulations, like their checklist, their safety checks, all that kind of stuff.
Or staff training levels.
Exactly. So, I mean, you look at, like, anywhere you go, restaurants, grocery stores, like, are they doing their temps on their food? Are they making sure everything's in date? It's the same as, I feel like, going to a water park of, are they checking off the levels of chlorine, even though you say myth?
To your last point, I don't, people are supposed to be checking those lists at the store and marking them off when they hear the thing. Or like, I can speak from experience that you just go, I'm just going to go fill out the numbers I filled out yesterday and move along. So,
well, that's you, Todd.
I didn't say me. I just know of people.
Oh.
Wink.
Either way, I feel like as long as it's regulated, then it helps out with that stance. But I still know you're not going to be like, no, that's not going to make me go.
No. Well, okay. I'm going to do, before we move along, we'll get to, let's go to parenting after this.
Well, yeah.
I think the lazy river is no way being filtered as hundreds of people lay down into it, take pisses, probably shit themselves, and then continue in a circle, and you're in a tube right behind them. There's no filtering between you and that person in front of you.
That's fine, because I don't want to be the person behind.
You're never going to be behind somebody? How do you control whether you're behind the guy that shits his pants?
Well, yeah, no matter what. But at the same time...
No, please.
I would rather be, I guess, behind the person that's shitting. The water's going forward. It's pushing it forward.
Oh, you know what I mean. Okay, so, for the love of God, whichever way it's flowing, do you want to be in front or behind the person shitting? You can't control that. You don't know if it's going to happen.
Do I notice that it happened?
No.
Then I just don't think of it. I'm like, all right.
Not thinking of it doesn't stop you from getting E. coli.
Well, I still haven't got it.
Oh, Jesus. This is okay.
It really comes down.
That's it.
It really comes down to people actually just looking past that stuff when it comes to water parks, I feel.
So
if you can't look past
see no evil, hear no evil.
Exactly.
Let there be no evil.
Yeah. So the stuff I looked up, it didn't help any of my...
I didn't think it would.
So, like...
There's no good facts about water parks.
No, there's not. One of them was a man died of a brain-eating amoeba.
Yep, saw
back
those
in
multiple.
2019. But there was only 145 cases of it.
Tell that to one of those 145 cases.
1962 until 2018. So it's like
all it takes is one major breakout.
So 2.5 a year is what it is. Now that the other thing is you can't get it from getting it in your mouth. That is only if it's inhaled through your nose.
Which you probably would if it's in your mouth and you fell into a pool or the fucking wave pool. That is one big toilet. It's just shit water rushing over you as you're trying to survive. Like it's constantly pulling you back into the deeper pool.
Can you not swim over the wave?
When you were a kid and like a tube flies over your head and smacks you and you're just like, you're upside down in the water trying to figure out where you are, that's just a shit toilet you're in, drowning. And you know those lifeguards are just up there just kind of like talking to each other, just hitting on each other. They don't know what's going on. I nearly drowned many times in a wave pool. No idea. It's just like, oh, here it comes.
Yeah, they probably had a betting pool. And here's that kid again. Let's see what's going to happen with him today.
I beat all the odds. Okay. Speaking of not paying attention or maybe over paying attention, what about parenting?
So parenting, that's an iffy subject because there's so many different ways to parent. We are no parents by any means.
But our parents may listen, and please forgive us now if we get it wrong, but this is how you raised us.
Yeah, but thank you for raising us.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I thank them.
Mother, thank you. I love you.
It's weird to think, too, like, I guess, the way it is in age, how many people Google things for parenting advice. Right. How many actually either, A, go to their parents still for that advice, or they go off of past experiences to use that to actually parent going forward.
Yeah, well, our parents didn't have Google.
Exactly. I think we turned out great.
Again, love you, Mom.
A lot of ass kissing going on over here.
I made a joke right off the bat, and now she's going to hold it against me. Now I got to apologize.
Yeah, it's okay.
It was a joke.
I'm sure my parents, they'll listen to the first episode, but then like by episode 20, they're going to kind of phase off.
20? Jesus. That's a lot of credit.
Yeah, I know. I feel like they might, unless
If they listen to 21, they can talk back to us. If we make it to 21 and they listen to it,
21. That's drinking age for the podcast.
yeah, we'll have a drinking party.
Yeah.
Not at a water park. From what I read, there are 4 styles of parenting. Did you come across this?
No.
Every article that I came across was like explaining the 4 styles. So you've got authoritarian.
Okay, so my guess is it's someone that's just hovering, maybe like a drill sergeant, kind of, hey, can't do this, can do that.
Yep,
Okay.
exactly. Kind of overbearing. So it's more of like kids are seen, not heard. It's my way or the highway. We've all heard that fucking bullshit line. I mean, we probably used it like jokingly, but when somebody uses that seriously,
It's not in good favor
they can
or
go
good
fuck
fun.
themselves. And then the second one is authoritative. So it sounds like the first one.
It sounds like it's just there's no kid response at all. Almost it's like authoritative. It's just like, this is what I'm saying. You don't get a say or anything.
No, that's the authoritarian. So authoritative, which again, it's very confusing that they use 2 terms that were very similar. There are rules, and they do have consequences. Like if you don't clean your room, you don't get desserts. Yeah.
No cookies. No cookie now.
But no, that's an inside joke. Cookie now. You have to give somebody a cookie. Inside joke explained. And so, but it's also, they do listen and they are empathetic. Like they just keep the rules in place. Like there's chores and stuff, but they still will listen. Like if you say,
okay,
I can't do this, maybe they'll make an agreement with you, or they'll talk you through what, like this is the most common type of parenting. Like in the quote unquote good realm.
Yeah.
It's what most people have. There's like a set of rules, please follow them. This is how the world works, but they're not overly harsh. They don't just say you're grounded because you forgot to sweep one section of the kitchen. They're like, hey,
I'd
go
be
ahead.
Screwed.
They'll go, is that true?
Well, I mean, there's so many times. Summertime, just hanging out at home, had our list of chores to do. We'll get it done later. All of a sudden, later hit. We hear the garage door open.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, crap. We got to get our chores done right now. So we're rushing, trying to get everything done. In a matter of, at 10 seconds it takes for a garage door open?
Basically taking glasses off the table.
It was the dumbest thing to think of as a kid of like, we should have just got it done earlier. But no, we waited till the garage door sound to start our chores.
When you're a kid, the world is endless.
True.
But yeah, so it's the most common one. It's like, they'll talk to you about it. They won't just immediately be like, hey, do this or else. It's, hey, do this because of this. And so the third one is permissive. Think about it. Permission. It's kind of got that.
So is it just, just asking for permission?
In a way, it's like live and let learn type of thing.
Okay, so
like,
asking for goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's rules, but we might not enforce them all the time. We'd like it if you did your chores.
You can
or
kind of
helped
push
around
the
house.
boundaries.
Exactly.
Okay.
But they don't limit junk food or like TV watching, whatever that is. Which, mother, you were permissive. It's definitely, it's kind of an in between there. But it is definitely like the more, hey, they'll learn their lesson. Like they'll figure it out. We're still there. I'm still going to take care of them. They give them house and home. They're, we're gonna be there to support them. Go to their recitals or whatever. They're still there, but it's way more of a let kids be kids, and then.
So I mean, that's more of letting the kids learn their own lesson.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess So it's not necessarily like you could be one parent type. You can go through the 2 different routes of the parent type, because I mean, there's times where parents are like, all right, I'm going to let the kid make the own decision here, and it pays off. So there's good aspects for each of the parenting.
Mm-hmm. And then, so the fourth one, I'm going to ask you at the end of this, which one you think you would be.
No.
The last one is a new, it's not like yesterday, but like relatively recent, uninvolved. So rarely know where the child is. It's the opposite of like a helicopter parent, right? They don't ask about their child's well-being or help. It's basically just the food and board. Like, hey, we're there, but figure it out on your own by, like, fend for yourself. So I think of a lot of trust fund assholes.
Yeah.
But even then, uninvolved, it's got to be worse than that, right? Because like,
Well, yeah. I mean, because would you just be selfish enough in the sense of like, I don't want to give you the money?
No, you would give the money because then they just do whatever you want with it.
I guess. To me, I think that's bullshit. One, like,
I think it's a very common one though.
It seems to be. Yes, there is definitely those moments, whether you're out and about and there is that kid just yelling and screaming, and the parent not doing anything about it.
Yeah.
So,
well, there's that, and I think it's a case of kids that became parents and didn't want to stop being kids. Like,
yeah, they still wanted to live their life.
Right, which I'm all for, just don't have the kids.
Yeah.
But they did have the kids, and they're just like, hey, it's still our time. And it's like, you kind of made an agreement.
Yeah. When you have the kid, yeah, there's a time and place. You need to make sure.
It was about 18 years of time.
Yeah.
You're supposed to at least dedicate to that.
Exactly.
That child.
Yeah.
So what of those do you think you would be? Authoritarian, authoritative, permissive, or uninvolved?
It would be the mix of the middle two. So
there's some rules with consequences, but also live and let learn?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like that's where I would stand. Because, I mean, a lot of things you can learn on your own. Like, there's definitely certain things where you're not going to let your kid do without telling them not to do. But then there might be certain moments where you're like, oh, this is a good teaching moment for themselves. See if they make the right decision. There's going to be a point where, okay, they're not making the right decision. I need to step in now.
So are you like a end of the Full House episode? Are you Danny Tanner getting down and talking to them about a lesson they learned about something they dealt with?
Yeah,
or...
Every day. That's how it is. I'm going to just sit down with them. I'm going to have this great big monologue. And then I'm like, get the fuck to bed. Let's go.
Can I bring in a laugh track? Every time you do, I'm just going to undercut everything you say with a fucking laugh track.
Shit, here comes Uncle Todd.
Hey, cut it out.
He's going to bust open through the door.
Woo.
Oh, wait, no, he's living in my basement if he's cutting it out.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
How many, what is it, Gen Z are going to understand any of that?
They can Google it.
Yeah, go to
I'm
your
sure
best friend
if you
Google.
Google cut it out, that's going to be one of the first searches.
Yeah.
But on top of it, they read it out on Netflix.
Spoiler. Also, speaking of spoilers, but a very small one, what kind of parent do you believe Trent is in the way back?
So definitely the first authoritative. Authoritarian, okay.
Yep,
well, he's a mix of...
But, I mean, the authoritarian can still have authoritative qualities. Like, so they can still put rules, but he is definitely my way or the highway type thing.
We'll get to that.
Okay. All right, maybe we disagree. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything else on parenting that I might have not gone over with the 4 styles? What did you find?
I mean, like I said, a lot of the articles I was looking up, I was just trying to find like a crazy news story on parenting, but nothing that I feel like I didn't want to damper the mood, really.
Yeah, and again, they're all usually bad stories.
Exactly, yeah.
No one's like, oh, this couple was super good.
Yeah.
They made the news because of how good they were.
So, the bad part of the news, it's always usually bad stuff, mainly.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of great news unless you search it online and you read the story through that rather than...
When you're using very specific searches to get to good stories, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I guess I could have, sourced out my material, asked my sister about my nieces and all that, and certain fun stories of that.
First-hand information.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if we swing back to another movie that has some parenting in there, we
could cover it again.
Yeah, because these are all going to be quick kind of hits, and we're not going to dive into them too deep. Unless there's something that we really need to talk about, or if somebody's listening and they go, hey, go full throttle on that, then we can really let you know how we feel. We can rant, whatever it is. But for now, we're just going to touch upon them and move along before we get to the review.
Exactly. And the other thing, I just want to reiterate, we are not parents by any means.
No.
So I mean,
tell us,
you can tell us how wrong we are. We can take that, no problem. We gave
any advice, actually.
No.
That's good. I did. Let's not.
I just said what I would do.
That's fair.
So...
Okay, well, speaking of what you do, what do you do on your weekends? What's a hobby of yours?
I gotta go with board games.
Oh, hook, line, and sinker, everybody.
There's a lot of good memories with board games.
Yes, good and bad memories with board games.
You can look back, you can laugh on those memories. I can, at least. I don't know if you can.
I can laugh at the memories of board games.
Okay.
Nate's not always the butt of some of these board game meltdowns. I've been the result of one. We have a friend who we'll call Frank. He was the victim of one of these meltdowns.
Yep.
But before we start telling our stories, I did find a list by Beasts of Balance of the 9 player types.
Okay, 9 play. Wow,
9 player types.
9 player types.
I won't go as deep into this like I did the other 4.
Yeah. So real quick before that,
Yep.
so board games I got into when I was working at a comic book shop.
Oh, okay.
And they had the deal of, oh, well, you're working here, you get the employee discount 50% off. And I was like, we'll give it a try. First one I got, Settlers of Catan. Or Catan. Not sure.
Write us an email.
Yeah. So
Phonetically.
that was the first one I got. And then after that was Boss Monster. And it kind of just trindled down from the...
Trindled down?
Ah!
Got it, folks.
We can take that out, right?
No.
No.
No, we can't.
All right. I'll allow it.
Trickle down?
Yes. Okay. Trickled down. And from there, I just kind of fueled an addiction. Now, I have a small collection compared to some that I've seen. But it's crazy when I first started off of, all I thought it was Monopoly, Life, Sorry.
Yep.
Those kind of base games that you hear from like
Mousetrap.
Hasbro. When I got the others, it opened up like a whole new world that there's more than just Monopoly and Life. And there's so much more of like components to the game that add to it as well.
Sometimes a little too many components for some of these
There
board
can
games.
be, yes. That is, yeah, we'll get to that for sure on the rules. I'm sure Todd's got some shit to say about rules.
Nate has a lot to say about rules. Let's be clear.
All right, so what's those 9 types here?
So, number 1, we've got the rule bender.
Rule bender, okay. So just someone that cheats?
It's the type of person that will claim that they didn't see something or didn't know that was the rule and keep moving it forward.
Okay.
There was a very specific example when I looked it up, and I need to look that one up again if we ever get back into this topic. But they tend to think like, "Oops, sorry, made a mistake. Here we go." Then you've got the rule referrer. So that's the player that is always going, well, actually, and goes into the rule book. We don't come across those people too often. I mean, it's just only when it's like coming down to the end of the game. I think we find that.
Okay.
Number 3 is the no poker face. Oh, it's self-explanatory. They can't hide that they're like the ultimate werewolf or something.
So they're
really
giggling
bad.
when they're the culprit,
Yes.
or they have possibly the winning hand or something like that.
Yep.
Okay.
4 is the deliberator. So they cannot make a decision for the life of them. You're the one who's watching
Yep,
them.
no, one of those.
Yep. You've got the smug winner at number 5. So they don't gloat necessarily, but they sure gloat in their own way.
They have their own tick that everyone knows that they're gloating, but
holier than
they
thou.
don't think they're gloating as much as they are.
Yeah. All of a sudden, a board game they hated, they love and will want to play again immediately.
Is that me?
You could be a few of these.
Oh.
Number 6 was I am surely not is the sore loser.
What?
I have never been a sore loser for a board game.
I could never see it.
Moving on. Number 7 is the distracted one. They're always on their phone.
Okay. Well,
You know somebody like that?
I do know someone like that. Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll have them on the pod sometime.
Maybe.
Okay.
We'll see.
Number 8 is the ultra competitive one.
Okay. So, I mean, there's
a number of
definitely
us.
there's definitely that trend of you fall into multiple categories on these as well.
Yes.
You're not just one.
One might be your main personality for sure, but you'll have elements of others. Yeah.
Yes.
The ultra competitive one is going to be a sore loser.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, I feel like, that comes with the territory for sure.
Does not mean I'm an ultra competitive one.
Okay, bullshit.
Number 9 is the explainer. They're the one that wants to do the big board game that has the tons of rules and will read out the instructions, and everybody else just kind of glosses over.
Okay, I don't think we've ever had one of those.
I don't think so. It doesn't sound like it. Nate.
Nope. What?
And then I've added a 10th one.
A 10th one. You added your own 10th
I added
one.
a 10th. It's called the sneaky fuck.
I feel like that's directed towards me.
You're projecting. This person knows all the rules, all of them, even before anybody has played the game. No one else knows any of these rules. Whatever this next word is, I don't remember, but I know the next one is they know all the overpowered moves with no notice, and they'll enact them immediately, and they'll squash their competitors, and we'll all go, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say we'll all go. Their competitors will go, where did that come from? Oh, no, don't you cut me off. I know what you want to say. And then the last point is, doesn't warn any of the newbies when mistakes are made. They sneakily hide their win to themselves. They know, oh, you should have done that 3 turns ago. and then they all die inside. So those are the 10 players.
The sneaky fuck, huh? Just for everyone listening, I'm the sneaky fuck in Todd's eyes. And the shitty part is, I know there's probably maybe one other person that may listen to this and also think, yeah, Nate is the sneaky fuck. I'm not the sneaky fuck. Todd's putting me out to be the bad guy here.
Has anybody else here ever played with Nate?
So,
first-hand experience.
Now,
I admit I'm the sore loser. Okay, I'll go back and say I admit I am the ultra competitive sore loser. I'm not the smug winner though.
He's trying to build like a story for him, like, oh no, I'm the good guy.
Guys,
I'm the Captain America of board games.
Hey, it's America's ass.
A lot of times, yes, I will say I am the explainer. Mm-hmm. So that one, I could see that as me. Now, I'm not always the one that wants to be the explainer. You guys always just give me the fucking rule book. Hey, Nate, here you go. You're going to read the rule book.
Because he already knows all the rules before we get to the game. Cellophane wrapped board game, he'll be like, oh, page 3. That's the rule where I win everything with one move, and I'm gonna gloss right over it.
Just because I've played more board games.
Oh, so what you learned in Monopoly translates to trains, or what is it? What's the
Ticket to
Ride?
His memory's not the best. And speaking of his memory not being the best,
no.
So explaining the rules. I do this a lot. There's Todd, who's not the best in memory. So therefore, I will go through the rules. Now, for people that haven't played some of the other board games such as Monopoly Life, when it comes to Settlers of Catan, Betrayal, House on the Hill, Boss Monster, there's a lot more components, a lot more rules.
Tough.
It's not. And so, you got to go through learning a new game. There's a lot of rules. I go through and I read a lot of these out. And then halfway through the game, it never fucking fails. They try something, or I do something, and it's like, you didn't say we could do that. I'm like, bullshit. I fucking read it in the rules. But they're like, no, you didn't. Todd being one who doesn't listen. Well, he listens, but he forgets. We have the other person, we'll call him, like we said, Frank.
Yeah, we'll call him Frank.
And he's on his phone. He's the one that's distracted.
100% of the time.
So there's the times when I read the rules, he's like, yeah, you didn't say that either. And
I think, folks, is what you're hearing is he's gaslighting you, people. So
No.
he's like reading the rules. He's reading, say there's like 5 rules. He's reading 1, 2. He just silently skips over 3, goes to 4 and 5, and goes, I read that one.
that's where he tunes out. That's where he tunes out.
Debatable.
So there has been times, though, when we're playing, and one of the other people playing with us backs it up like, no, he did say that.
And then there's a lot of times where they go, I agree, he did not read that out. This might be our whole episode.
I don't think it will.
No, a separate one.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot with
We'll go
board
into our
games.
favorite board games. If people are interested in some board game dishing bullshit and some horror stories, we can get into some board games.
Oh, yeah. I know we've all had some stories.
I have a Catan story. It haunts me to this day. Our friend... let's just keep saying Frank for all our different friends. Our friend Frank had a gloom horror story.
Oof. We were
we've
actually at a brewery.
True.
Yeah, we were out in public. So
Yeah, we'll see if we can get that guest on to talk about it.
well, yeah, we'll leave it for him.
Yep, the antagonist changes. So we did try Sheriff of Nottingham, and we realized there's a glaring flaw to that game.
I don't think there's a glaring flaw. It's just you guys couldn't beat me. That's all it was.
No. The flaw
You couldn't
is
fucking beat me.
no. See, he's the smug winner. See, the move.
Shit.
Never lie. Just say exactly what you're taking in every single time, because then it's not worth anybody's time to call you out on it, and then you just win. You just win. Guys, it's so easy. Try it. Try and get back to us.
Well,
Just
if it's
tell
so
the truth the
easy,
whole time.
why didn't you try it?
Because we were trying to be sneaky and play it like the fun way.
So, yeah, I mean, if you play any board games, let us know what kind of board games you're into, or if you're interested, we could definitely put out a list on our social media of things to try, beginner games to work through.
We'd love to play some of your suggestions and then recap them on the pod, talk about our experience with them, our frustrations. We'll see how well Nate becomes a sneaky little
Maybe
fuck.
how many fights you got in. There's a lot of those that's happened. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Well, that is Waterparks, parenting, and board games. Are you ready to dive into the way back?
Oh, you see what he did there? Because it's a water park and dive. You're not clever.
Honestly, I did not know I was doing that. So that is amazing. I'm just making puns without even knowing it. Usually I'm aware of my puns. All right. Thank you, baby.
All right. So way back, I feel like a lot of people haven't heard of it. This is definitely under a category of our own personal cult classics.
Yeah, and it was actually critically well received. It $5 million budget, made 27. It was actually a box office success. But somehow no one ever talks about it. You mention it on the street, nobody knows what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's one of those that really flew under the radar.
Yeah,
but I remember when it came out. I remember this was back when I was watching trailers.
That's a whole different episode.
Yes,
honestly, it's a whole separate episode.
So, and it was one that intrigued me to watch, and it was the opening line of the movie that really just caught me into it.
I don't remember what it was.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you see yourself as?
Oh, okay.
And that got my interest in the movie, just the conversation between the characters of Duncan, who was played by Liam James, and Trent, who was played by Steve Carell.
Real quick, when you heard that, did you say, I'm a piece of shit?
No.
No?
No, I thought of a number. I didn't think if I'm a piece of shit.
Beyond numbers. Okay. Just checking.
I think that's what really dragged me into the movie right away was that opening monologue between the two.
No, yeah. And I guarantee I saw the trailer and just don't remember it at this point, but
Sounds about
that's
right
not that big of a crazy jump. All right. You don't remember every trailer you see. But I do recall watching it without Nate now. He has reminded me recently that I watched it without him. I thought we'd watched it together.
It's a movie we were supposed to see together, but
these were before we used to almost see all movies together now. It's very rare when we don't see a big one together, but this was a different time. I had a different life, okay? So
he's realized the right way.
Oh God. But yeah, just to back up, so this was 2013's The Way Back from Foxlight or Fox Searchlight Pictures. Yeah, 8 years already. Crazy. Directed by Nate Faxon
Nat Faxon.
I apologize,
I'm
Nat.
Nate.
He's Nate. That's why. That's why. Directed by Nat Faxon and Jim Rash and they play Roddy and Lewis in the movie respectively. So
great characters for it too. So
we're just gonna. You want to start at the top?
We'll kind of break it down as we see necessary, what we remember, and
spoiler alert. So to what you started with, the 3 conversation starts it right off.
Exactly. So it's them driving to Steve Carell's character's beach house, Trent, and it's the whole conversation between the two of them. Duncan's in the way back of the station wagon.
Yep.
And it's
hence the name.
Yeah, and it's the classic, you're looking through the back window and you're looking at the car behind you, not seating forward as you're driving.
Right.
Steve Carell, he sits there and has a conversation with Duncan. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you see yourself as? And there's a lot of back and forth in between. Duncan finally says, a 6. Steve Carell, instantly, no hesitation, I see you as a 3.
And a 6 isn't even that high for a 1 to 10 on a personal level. So to even do that, the fact that he still had to knock him down 3 pegs, he's a giant piece of shit.
Exactly. The one thing I will say at the beginning is it's understandable why the daughter is sleeping in the car, but the mom not waking up from any of that.
Do you know what's written at the top of my piece of paper? Sleep through that?
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad.
Are you serious? Mother, you heard everything. Yeah. Mom, if you were in that car, you would have heard that.
Because there was definitely that outburst of a 6. He definitely turns around to Steve Carell because of the first time, I'm sorry, what did you say? And so he turns around and just outburst, I'm a 6. And his mom doesn't wake up.
This is from, again, The Way Back, which they don't say that in the movie. One of those movies where they don't actually mention the title.
Yep.
Even though one of the songs, I think it's a soundtrack song, is named The Way Back. But he's saying that from there all the way to the front seat. So they have to be loud to hear each other on the road. Nitpicks aside,
yeah, the one nitpick. I mean, granted, you don't get a good view of her, so maybe she had headphones in as well. But
doubtful.
it is doubtful.
Yeah. So they get to the summer house.
They get to the summer house and they meet the nosy neighbor,
Betty, who was played by none other than Allison Janney.
And she's fantastic in that role.
She's so good.
It's just the point where she comes out. I kind of watched some of the behind the scenes.
Oh, I didn't watch any of that.
You know, in her script, it's supposed to be hello when she comes out, but instead she says hooty hoo. And it was just one of the things she picked up from another actress, and she kind of just used that instead to kind of greet people. And then same with the next line, which I really love, of her coming up, oh, press my laundry, and just gives, you know, a hug. And it was another line that she stole from another actress. And I'm like, it's a great line.
Borrowed from another actress.
Yes, sorry, borrowed. My bad.
Honored with. No, yeah, and she is one of the best characters. Like, not just in that, not in this movie, but dude, her welcomingness, and her way to break open all the conversations, to break the ice for everybody going into any situation. Her snide little comments, like she's mean, but she does it so nicely. You don't even see it.
She does, and it's one of those two where when I first watched the movie, and I was like, oh god, this neighbor. But at the end of the movie, I was like, I'd love to have a neighbor like that, actually. I would have no issue with that whatsoever.
She'd be a bit of that town gossip, but in a good way. Like, she would be the one that's always like, hey, we've got food, or what are you guys doing? Let's go hang out. But she's probably not overbearing. Yeah. She likes to be on her own, and she has her weekend waters and things like that. So
she's just that honest friend that you want. You know, you can understand. She's telling you honestly, like, hey, you need to maybe fix this, but at the same time, she's meaning it in the best way possible towards you.
Yep. She's like another mother figure in this movie. I mean, she is another mother, obviously, to her two children, Susanna and Peter. She does have one more child that I always forget about. Yeah. Charlie?
Yep, Charlie. Yep, that's
doing his
name.
Grateful Dead dance by the fire. It's the only time you really see him, and giving them weed.
Yep.
But
going forward from there.
Well, real quick, I do want to mention how smart it is that they start Duncan off as pasty white.
Oh yeah, they did.
Like, he's never seen anything outside of a basement.
Yep. That was another thing known, like how white he was, of like, oh, never wanted to be outside or anything of that nature.
Really spoke to like his kind of isolation and the way he is.
Exactly. So, and then also, before they even get to the house, you're greeted with Sam Rockwell's character, Owen. And it's the point where they come to the stoplight, and it's Sam Rockwell sitting behind, and he just kind of does that smug, I'm going to rev the engine. And Duncan, just being awkward as he is.
Yep, very awkward.
He's kind of uncomfortable in that situation. But then Sam Rockwell just has that charm about him, that look, that little smirk that he gives to Duncan, and Duncan feels like, oh, it's all right. He's a cool cat.
Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. As cool as you. As cool as you. Way cooler.
That's a big compliment.
No, I take it back.
It's too late. It's already been said.
Edit that one out. And then we jump. There's, he's doing the awkward REO Speedwagon song. Susanna, the neighbor's daughter, and love interest, sees him doing that. This little quick thing. And then they meet Kip and Joan.
Yeah. Yep. Joan and Kip.
Joan and Kip. Kip and Joan. That is the same way. Kip, played by the great Rob Corddry. And Joan, played by Amanda Peet, she's got a subtle evilness about her that is like unmatched.
It fits. It's one of those where watching this the first time, I didn't pick up on the hints or the clues going forward.
Oh, yeah.
We say we're in spoilers, right?
Oh, that's right. I guess the whole thing is going to be spoilers because we're appreciating this movie. So if you have not watched the way back, well, you've just heard the first 15 minutes of the movie, not even. Yeah. Go back and watch it. It's great. And then you can pause it, come back, and start here.
Yeah. Everything leading up to the whole, oh, she's been sleeping with Trent, or every, summer is my guess. They always had a thing whenever they went out there. And the subtleness of every scene going forward of her in there, you see that jealousy that she has.
Yep.
It's fantastic for that part.
Yeah, they drop in one-liners that she just has. Like, she just cuts out. She cuts right through all of their fun with a one-liner that some of the characters notice and most don't. Mm-hmm. And it's one of those. Let's put Joan in, since Joan and Trent become kind of the issue in the movie. Trent does bring up right away the hood of his car, saying "Hey, Duncan." He stops the music when they're having a good time to call out Duncan and say, "Hey, was that you who put the dent in my hood?" That asshole Trent did not have to do that publicly, but he chose to make an example of him. He could have pulled him aside separately at a different time.
So I guess this goes back to our whole parenting conversation earlier of you saying he's authoritative, right?
Authoritarian.
Authoritarian. Those two. I just, dumb on their part. Either way, authoritarian. So you say he's authoritarian, but I think he's also the last one on that list as well.
Uninvolved?
Because his daughter. He's very both of them in that sense of his daughter. There's that scene where she's like, oh, I'm going to go out to the beach. And you got Pam where she's like, oh, this is...
Pam is Toni Collette.
Yes. Yeah. This is the exact suit I got pregnant almost. And she's like, oh, that's what I'm hoping for. And he really doesn't pull her aside to say anything. He doesn't do anything about it. So that's where I feel like...
And she is clearly not 21, and she keeps taking beers, and he doesn't care one bit.
Yeah. So I feel like that's where he comes off as the two sides. He's the dick, and he's like, I don't care about my daughter. So it's...
Yep.
Those two sides of it.
That's fair. He plays... So I wonder if it's like a male-female type dynamic he has, where he's like, that's the mother's kid, maybe that's the daughter. Because he obviously has a whole... thing against Duncan where he's like, your father doesn't want you, kid. Like, we'll get to that, but
it's one of those where you wonder too if like he's trying to look at maybe the good in his character, if there's any, but where he's like, oh, this is my second chance to be a father figure, but he comes off as that dick instead of.
But he purposely goes out of his
way.
He does. He called him a 3 immediately. It's tough to redeem this guy because he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
But yeah. Then Pam, our Toni Collette, the mom, she is saying, hey, I'm a caterer and a man of Pete. Oh, caterer, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then she just kind of moves along, and no one ever addresses it, but you're like, dude, for some reason she made her being a caterer feel like scum of the earth.
Exactly. No, it was one of those scenes where she delivered the line so perfectly in a way that just destroyed her like confidence of like, oh, I'm a caterer, but I don't see why that's a bad thing. Yeah,
she says, caterer, that makes sense. Like, oh, dude, that makes sense. It's just the cherry on top on that one.
It kind of goes on further of, it shows like, them kind of getting away from Duncan. The whole, the parents, they're going to live it up like spring break, and they're not going to care about their kids. So there's that next part where Duncan takes the bike and goes into town. And that's when he has his first interaction with Sam Rockwell's character. It's just a great scene with Pac-Man being involved, and the lines they get from it actually has one of my favorite quotes from that point is...
Cut your own path?
No.
Damn.
I mean, yes, it's that, but it's also no pattern on my quarter, cut your own path.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I feel like it fits better with the whole entire line.
The theme, yeah.
So, just because, like, him playing Pac-Man. So.
Yeah, he goes to the pizza shop, which... Pizza shops in those like seaside towns just remind you of summer. Like it reminds you of your childhood, and I think the movie very deliberately does that kind of thing. Like first it's the station wagon. That's very 80s movies, so it's for I guess more of a millennial generation of being like, oh, that that's childhood, or even the boomers. Okay, boomers. Maybe it's more so because I don't remember being in a station wagon, but they were definitely very popular in 80s movies. And then you go into the pizza shop. And it's like, oh, you get that by the slice. Everybody's just chilling for the summer near the water park. You don't know what at the time that's where they work.
Yeah, there was arcade games.
Yeah,
that was
there's
the
old Pac-Man. It's Pac-Man 1. It's not even Ms. Pac-Man. It's nothing. It's not a gun trainer or something like that. It's him playing the first level, and Duncan keeps bringing down the mood. Always trying to break through his shell immediately. He knows this. He kind of sizes up Duncan pretty quick.
Oh yeah, but it's just he's the lines that he has in there, and he delivers so well to where it sticks with you of like, hey kid, can you not block my light? I'm having the game of my life. He's like, oh, you're on the cherry level. That's the first level. Like I said, it's the game of my life.
Yep.
And
Owen's got a ton of great lines. He's the wisdom dispenser.
Yeah. It's that first meeting that you really get a feel for Owen's character.
Yeah, and then to kind of drive off where Owen is, they get called, Roddy, who is Nat Faxon, is the other employee. He calls him out. They got to get back to the park. And then you see Duncan hit up the water whiz.
Yeah.
Which I don't want to go back to my whiz and the pools and stuff, but...
well, hey, I mean...
I know it's supposed to be like whizzes and like, wee, it's fast, and like it's kind of, it's fun.
There's definitely... I kind of looked up water whiz, and it is a park actually in Massachusetts.
Oh.
To where it is a full park that is named Water Whiz. It's not for the movie's sake. It's just, that's what it's named.
That makes sense because that set would have been too comprehensive. And it would look very fully functional too.
I know it's a movie you don't like, but it was also the water park and Grown Ups, if you ever saw that.
Grown Ups is fucking garbage, everybody.
So
Garbage.
it was just a park that's been used multiple times.
I mean, I love Adam Sandler movies, like, but it's a real 50-50 line there.
It is.
I think that's with most people.
So yeah, he
But
goes
anyway.
into Water Whiz, and he's just so awkward about it too. Like, he doesn't even go to the booth to pay or anything like that. He just walks in the gate that says employees only,
Yep.
and he walks in just, all right, I'm gonna walk in, and no one says anything.
But then then Owen comes out of the office, sees him. This is where you meet Caitlin,
Yep.
who is Maya Rudolph, who of course SNL fame. I mean, she's great in
Oh yeah,
everything.
she fits the role too for
Yeah,
this.
this is one of those roles where she's not trying to be slapstick
No.
or trying to be like the butt of a joke. She's the straight man.
Yeah,
quote
she's
unquote.
the serious one, and
Yeah.
trying to figure out life and like make sure she's going on the right path.
She's the one that keeps the park moving so
Yeah.
that they can all have this fun.
But like the fact that it's crazy for her character because she gives up moving forward with her life in a sense to stay there for love because she sticks around for Owen. And I thought that kind of spoke a lot to her character.
Yeah, it's very much it's not even like a B plot. It's like a C plot. Like it's there, but you don't really ever focus on it. They have a couple confrontations, but they never even really wrap it up or anything. You just kind of guess.
Though.
Yeah,
It gives a little more character depth for it. And
for sure.
So I feel like that is just a nice fit. So, and then you have Duncan walking in. He's in pants. He's like, he's just so awkward in that sense of you come to a water park and you're wearing pants.
Yeah, and the actor is great. Again, Liam
James.
He doesn't like look up a lot. He's kind of always tilted head down in the beginning. Like he doesn't want to make eye contact. He's very sallow, kind of like a human embodiment of Eeyore from the old Winnie the Pooh franchise.
Definitely, yeah, I could see that there.
Then they go around. They go to meet. It's just like next day. Kind of some time passes.
Yeah.
I mean, there's stuff happens, but we won't touch upon every single scene. But they go to back to the Water Whiz, and you meet Lewis, who is Jim Rash, Community fame. People who watch Community will love him from that. But he's so many iconic characters. But this guy is one of the best characters.
That was another
screen.
thing on like the behind the scenes. They were looking for an actor to fit his role, but no one would fit the role of Lewis. And so they finally decided that Jim Rash would do it. So it wasn't even he was always planning on playing that part.
Right.
It was just something they're like, you know what? I'll do it then. And
it was perfect.
It fit so great. Like the lines that he delivered was amazing. The joke going on throughout the movie, him always gonna leave. Yeah. Oh, I'm leaving. Yep. And like, oh, what 3 things are you gonna do in life?
See New Mexico, invent something, and become a storm chaser.
The storm chaser is so great because the way he just pulls it off.
And he just like throws his arm in the air like, yeah, okay, that's what I'm going to do. Like, he doesn't put any thought into it. He just knows that's probably something cool he's seen.
Yeah, so it's just the line there. It just made me laugh and enjoy his character that much more.
He kind of runs the random little booth. He's like, come to the booth. Nobody ever comes to, he's just giving out old fucking trunks and towels maybe and some life jackets that nobody's using.
Oh, yeah. So it was just really good in that sense. And then after that, they go on the park tour with Owen and Duncan. They're going around. Owen's putting off all those great lines, just little bits. Duncan's not laughing at any of it. He's not understanding really.
Or he's too awkward or he's like too nervous to do anything with the information he's gathering.
Exactly.
Like all of us when we were that young, like at a certain point, some of us, come out of that shell way sooner, some way later in life, but he's kind of in that mode of the world is probably still overwhelming to him and he needed somebody like Owen to just push him in the right direction.
The world needs more Owens. It's one of those things like Owen's character is just, he pushes people in the direction they need to go, and he's not afraid to do it either. And it's just nice to have that mentor, in a sense, in your life, I feel.
Oh, yeah, totally. And I think when he is going home with the bike in the back seat, I think that's a nice little moment, like it's kind of showing like, hey, he'll go out of his way to help this kid, and he kind of hesitates to invite him back to the park, but he's like, he knows I should do this. It's probably going to be good for this kid that's so bottled up right now. And I will say, just kind of an aside, when his mom, Pam, comes out and goes, who was that? And he says, just a friend. And he won't give a real answer. And she just kind of goes, a friend who can drive, and moves on. I was like, there's no way a parent is seeing their kid get dropped off by a grown man and they say he's just a friend. And you go, yeah, sure. There's no, and especially when you've been in this place for like a few days.
I feel like, but that just goes to show like the way her character was developing throughout the movie. Because she kind of was growing apart from Duncan. She was kind of close, it seemed, at the beginning, but then as she kind of wanted to party more, fit in with Trent and Joan and Kip and all that,
Yep.
she kind of neglected her son a lot more because she wanted to fit in. She was worried about...
That's true. I can see that, where she was definitely pulling away and becoming more of that spring breaker.
Yeah.
Man,
It's still one of those...
It's still tough to... You would just be like, okay, and like the two kids, like the Peter and Duncan, they get away with a lot of stuff in this movie.
Peter was another great character. We actually skipped over him.
Peter, yeah.
We actually skipped over some of his scenes, but the scene with him and his mom, it's just, they're great because they're an old married couple fighting, it seems at times. Just the way they come off.
Yeah, we don't want to forget about Peter and his lazy eye.
His lazy eye of, I think when he's, like one of the scenes where Duncan's leaving, there's the whole bit of, there's a seagull, you point at the seagull. Don't just say, hey, look at the seagull. And so it's a good play on it.
And he snaps right back like, you are the worst mother ever.
Yeah,
what did you say? And he's like, come on, lady. And like he does, like, exactly right. He talks to her like they are an old married couple. And the thing is, like, she says you just gotta point. But then she like puts her hands down on his face, like, a loving way of like, oh, but I still love you. Like,
yeah,
she, like, again, that is, I would watch a spin-off movie of just Betty and Peter going on vacation.
It would be so great to watch that. I would, yeah. But yeah, and then going back to, he's back at the park and now he's working.
And real quick, before we touch on that, I don't know if you agree with me on this, but there is one part of this movie I would rip out completely, and that is the scenes with those three kids.
Oh, the daughter of Trent?
No. The three kids at the water park.
Oh, Vladimir, Ishval,
and Mingling, whatever names he gives them. I cannot stand.
Those are some rough scenes for sure. It was like,
this movie's, I mean, obviously it's one of our favorites. That's why it's the first one we're doing. But no movie is without having its hiccups.
Watch a movie so many times, you're gonna find flaws.
Yeah, but I remember even being annoyed with those guys at the beginning. It was just like, they seemed unnecessary. Yeah,
I mean, they're unnecessary to an extent, but at the same time, I guess it showed like there was a lot of repeat customers to the park. It was, I don't know. To me, it didn't bother me probably as much as you.
I just couldn't stand those. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
they just their banter and shut up, Neil. He's talking like, I'm like, okay, this is. Oh, it's cringe.
It wasn't the best lines. Yeah,
no, they didn't get the best lines. So that's not on them. The kids did what they could with the dialogue, but it was. It just felt, I don't know, it felt very stilted. Like it had no place, and like having this little dynamic to it. It's like we already have enough plots going on. We didn't need to know how these two kids are yelling at each other about worshiping Owen, basically. I mean,
the best part of those kids being in the movie was being with Owen.
Right. Well, that's all the time they are.
He definitely saved a lot of the moments there with them.
Yeah, if they were by themselves, unbearable. Yeah.
So, because which I love this aspect of the movie of like the myth of, someone passed someone on the water slide. Right. It's such a simple thing, but it fits. Like, it just makes you think of like, how does someone pass someone on the water slide?
Oh, you've got to stop yourself, let them pass, and then go.
You think that, but who knows?
Like
no one will ever know unless you do it. But you have to go to a water park, which Todd doesn't fucking want to go.
You know what? Some things deserve to be left alone.
Maybe we make it to episode 100 and we try to pass each other on a water slide.
I think that's against every rule in real water parks. I don't think the Water Whiz would let us do that. Maybe we go to the Water Whiz and see if they'll let us do it.
Yes.
How many people have tried to do that at the Water Whiz? It's underrated, so I don't know if that many people are like referencing the way back going to see the Water Whiz and then choosing that scene and then being like, oh yeah, we heard this before.
Oh yeah, because it's from the water slide. I can't remember what the water slide was named.
Oh, I can't even.
It was like a fire and ice kind of thing.
Oh, no idea.
I can't remember what it was called, but it was something actually the directors made a sign for the movie, and it's been up there since this day.
Oh, wow.
So it was nothing that was ever the name of the slide. It was just something they put up for the movie, and they've left it up at the park.
I don't want to pass on anything you were going to talk about.
I was just going to go over the whole him going through the park kind of first day, like the big scene of the pop and lock.
Oh, before we get to pop and lock, though, there's a scene at night where Joan and Trent are kind of getting close together against the back of a house that he's supposed to be bringing back marshmallows and s'mores. And Duncan sees them. It's a very big moment. That's why I don't want to pass it up. And he sees them, and then he kind of hides against the wall, and then Trent comes back, and Toni Collette gets the marshmallows. Like, you spent all that time just to get these, and then he says like, "Hey, Joan's bringing the rest," and then she realizes that Toni Collette is such a good actress that you see it wash over her face. And she's like listening to jokes being told around her. She's laughing and acknowledging the jokes, but also you can see it's like tearing her up inside. She's like choking through it and kind of saying just the bare minimum to get her to the next sentence.
Well, yeah, it's one of those where she portrays her acting through her emotions and her like looks rather than saying anything. It's from the looks you can see her like, oh, she knows what's going on. She didn't have to say anything. It just came down to her looks and the way she was through that scene. Right.
And she did look over and see Duncan standing there and then Joan walk away after the thing. So like there was like a little bit more context, but that wasn't obviously, 100% guaranteed. She's going to think the best and then, try not to hope for the worst. But I kept asking myself, how did no one see them? Because that angle, what are you doing? I don't condone what Trent and Joan were doing at all. Let me go on record here. But
he's a piece of shit.
Trent is, yes.
Yes.
How did they did it? They were like making out or holding each other right up against the wall, perpendicular with the fire. Like, I don't know how they didn't see this. It wasn't the slightest
drugs
angle.
were involved, so who knows on that sense.
Man. Anyway, so that happens
in the dark. The fire was in front, so the light contrast.
Okay, yeah.
So.
That's the movie magic, baby.
Yeah.
So Duncan knows it. His mom has an idea now of it.
Yeah.
And then we get to the theme park the next day, or
Is
the
it
water
the next
park.
day? Because I thought Pop and Lock was before that.
No, I have it written down in order.
Well, shit.
Yeah, guys, I have a piece of paper in front of me, and it is listed after, and I would not have jumped back.
I guess you got me on a memory thing.
I wrote it down. That's how you beat my memory.
Shit.
So then the next day is him actually working there.
Yeah. The Pop and Lock scene was great because it starts off of, we got an issue over by one of the like amusement rides. And right off the bat, Owen's like, is it a homicide? And it's just...
it's a homicide.
Yeah,
Maya Rudolph.
The line delivery in this movie is just all fantastic. Yep. And so you get that scene of like, this is where Duncan really breaks out, and you have that kind of montage afterwards.
Yeah, this is where I wrote down the movie switches, and there's the Duncan switch with it.
Yeah, you have him going over there and being awkward, trying to get cardboard from these people that are breakdancing.
Which they're surprisingly accepting crowd of him doing that.
Yes.
I don't think that would happen in real life.
I mean, it depends. If you get that crowd, that's awesome. You need more of those people like that.
It's rare as hell, but yeah.
Yes. And so you have one guy says, wait, before you can take it, you got to show me your moves. So there's a whole awkward scene of watching Duncan dance. And I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, man, I've never seen Todd dance. Is this what it's like for him to dance all awkward like?
Sorry, when I'm confronted with something I don't want to do, I make it awkward for everybody else as I stand there and say no. So that's how I do it.
It's rare that Todd gives into pressure.
That is not a test. That is not what's it called? That's not a call to action. It's not a challenge.
Yes, it is.
No, but I don't like. Anywho, so yeah, it is kind of a bit of a cringe scene just because it is very cheesy.
Yeah,
and that like it's not something that you would typically see in real life. Like that's probably never. Some stars have to align for that time, but it is fun. It's a very sweet movie in that regard.
Oh yeah. So after the whole scene works out, he dances. He really finds his confidence in that scene at the end. Because after the end, it's like, oh, stick the landing. And you see him do the stick the landing. He's laying on his side, arm on his head. Kind of that Playboy, pose in a sense.
And then after that, his all of a sudden his tan is in. And
that's, like you said.
He's smirking.
That's really great on the directors and whoever decided that in the movie of like, all right, he's pale in the beginning. Let's make sure he's tan in this next part.
Yep. And it starts with, the music's great. It has a little music in between for the montage of him becoming more confident at the water park and outside of it, where he's talking back to Trent's horrible daughter.
Yes.
What is her name?
Oh, I didn't get her name in this movie. It's one of those, she didn't have a lot of lines.
Yeah, that's weird. I feel really bad. The actress is great. She played it fine.
Another one that delivers lines great.
Yeah, like she is a stuck-up teenager. Like she is a entitled stuck-up, and she plays it great. But yeah, I don't see her name listed anywhere on mine, and I wrote down all the names. So that's unfortunate. But yeah, maybe we'll so sorry. You are great. But yeah, he starts talking back to her. And like, what are you looking at? And then he's eating, I think he's like eating cereal at the time, whatever.
I think it was actually honeycombs, if memory serves correctly on that.
Somebody got out the magnifying glass for his movie rewatch.
I just like my cereals. That's all. Big fan of cereals.
That's fair. That's fair.
I could be wrong, though.
We've got him doing a whole transition, and so the movie really takes a different turn. It gets a lot faster. It's a little bit more at a faster. It's a little bit more of a faster click after that point. And you've got one of the most iconic scenes for Nate and I. We quote it all the time.
It was a rainy day in the movie. And, you know, so they couldn't really, there's no water park. There's no going out to the beach, no boat rides. So they stay inside. And what do you do when you stay inside?
You play a board game.
Oh, yeah.
But what board game did they decide to play this day?
Candyland.
Fucking Candyland.
That was just another scene that worked out so well. Like, you can feel the tension in it too.
Oh, it builds up so nice. They're playing a very simple game. Like, they want to go see a movie, but Toni Collette's character wants to stay in, and Steve Carell and his daughter and Duncan they're like, okay, we'll play the game for Mom. There's a gumdrop pass that he should be able to go to. He should not be able. I do agree. This is the only time I agree with Trent. This is the only time I can agree with Trent. He's right, and even if this is why the whole line still makes sense. I totally get why she said it, because we're gonna be these people right now. But it's fucking Candyland, so he didn't land by exact number or by exact color on the gumdrop pass, so we can't take it. But Toni Collette's like, go ahead and take it, Duncan. Yeah. And he's like, and Steve Carell's character, Trent, is like, no, you can't do it. And he reads the rules. He reads the rules out to her, the explainer.
Exact color. Yeah, no, it was definitely one of those watching it, and the way we are about board games, and me being the explainer.
And the sneaky fuck.
Yeah, whatever. It's just... the whole fact of when he reads that line, you're like, you hate to agree with him in that moment.
You do.
But maybe you are one that didn't agree. Either way, it's a cringy scene overall.
But it also offered up, again, like we've said it now a couple times, one of the greatest lines. It's up there with some of the most iconic ones.
For me,
when the mom gets up to go back to the kitchen, because she's like, I'm kind of done with this, and somebody else can play for me. Steve Carell makes her play. She comes back, does a double purple. She moves it one purple. Steve Carell, or no, the daughter says you need to move two purples. The look on Toni Collette's face when she turns around like she's about to murder everybody in that room.
Oh yeah.
She goes back.
She picks up her piece and fucking just slams it down
on gumdrop pass.
And she just, with that attitude, well, I made it by exact color, so I'm going to take gumdrop pass. And just the way she looked, like the scene where she even, like before that, walked away, she was like, oh, it's a double purple. She looks back, and the look on her face, once again, like the respect I have for her of being able to convey emotion with just the way she looks and moves.
Yeah, it's emotions we've all seen. We've all seen it experience. We've all experienced it, and we've all seen it happen to us. And it's ice cold. When you see it, you're like, I know exactly what that feeling is.
Yeah, it was one of those where I was like, oh man, this movie just got real dark, real quick with how she looked. But yeah, her coming back, slamming it down, does the gumdrop pass. She walks away into the kitchen and is doing some dishes. After she's doing the dishes, she comes out and just fucking yells, "It's fucking Candyland."
Yeah, and I actually think she's about to go do dishes, but she's like cleaning up or whatever, right? Yeah. Like she's whatever the process of cleaning up, but she's like, it's Candyland, and she starts kind of mumbling to herself, and she kind of like throws down the rag, and it's like, it's fucking Candyland, and then storms out, and it's like, that is a message for life. Like that is everything. I use that a lot now in terms of just like when people are taking things way too seriously. I might have taken it too far to where I'm pretty casual about some things that should really rile up maybe other people, like in general life things, maybe not board games. But outside of that, where I'll be like, yeah, it's fine, we'll figure it out. It's fucking Candyland. Like, it's none of it fucking matters. And you know what? The end is...
Sigh.
I mean, we didn't even plan that, but like, come on, that's exactly a telltale sign of everything that's to come, everything that we're talking about. It's not taking life too seriously, because guess what? It's going to end. Let's just enjoy it.
Exactly.
Enjoy the board games.
Yeah. Don't make mountains out of molehills. You got to enjoy life to the fullest and not take everything so seriously. Yeah, there are parts in life that you're going to, have issues with, but you're going to get by it.
Yeah.
It's Candyland.
It's fucking Candyland. So, after the Candyland scene, they go back to the park. Owen and Roddy embarrass Duncan, because Susanna shows up.
Oh, yeah, Susanna. She shows up, and she was like, oh, so this is where you've been disappearing to. Because there's the whole line earlier of like, oh, keep it to yourself, make it your own.
Yep.
And then she finally was like, I got to know what's going on. And I feel like that goes back to the line in the movie from Owen, don't die wondering.
Yeah, oh, that's a good guy. That's a good callback.
Yeah.
Look at this. This is why we got Nate here. He's pulling out the real insights.
They spend the whole day together at the park while he's working, and she just kind of hangs out with him. There's the whole scene of Roddy and Owen where they call Duncan over of like, hey, why are you over here talking to us instead of that girl? And it shows Duncan the way he's evolved of like he actually talks back and has a conversation with them, doesn't have that awkward stage. You go through the whole day of him working in while she's just hanging out and they're having a good time, such as like he's cleaning out the locker and messing with a dirty sock towards her.
And it really shows that Susanna's a great character in that you know immediately from how she goes against Trent's daughter. But when they're at the beach with the friends and she's reading and the daughter wants to go swim and she calls Susanna, we're going swimming. She's like, okay. Mm-hmm. And then like she'll stop and kind of talk to Duncan. Like they're like the parents are having an argument at one point. She's always kind of looking out for Duncan. She kind of sees through, again, she's kind of like Owen. She sees through that exterior of kind of like sullenness and says, she's like, I think she sees what Duncan could be.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Then they go back home, or we're back at the house, and it's nighttime, and Steve Carell's been gone all day.
That's right, yep. He's been gone all day. He comes back, finally. Everyone's gone to sleep except for Pam.
Yep, and Duncan is listening.
Yeah.
On the stairs.
She comes back, it's like, oh, where have you been? He's like, oh, sorry, I was out on the boat with Joan. Kip. Yep. Yeah. I was out on the boat with Kip. We just lost track of time and we're having a fun time. And so she kind of shrugs it off. She knows what's going on.
Well, and you can tell she's been through this exact thing before because she said, don't make me feel crazy. She knows what this is like, which means Duncan's father probably did the same thing. And so we're not armchair experts, but this is like a cycle of hurt and abuse type of thing where you're it's not easily explainable by two dudes in a basement doing a podcast, but it's one of those cycles where people get into a certain type of relationship and they stay in it, or they keep going back into the same ones. Like it's a pattern. Yeah. And this is what she seems to be falling into. Yeah. And then it comes down to where they start blaming themselves. And so it just, it's, the whole, don't make me feel crazy. Yeah, and then the next very big scene, I underlined this one. Underloaned it. I'm going to loan it out to this podcast, Jen. No, I don't. Can we cut that? I don't. That's not my best work. We're at the barbecue. Yeah. Or no, it's Joan's party. Yeah, Joan's party. And Betty is sitting there making fun of her food. It is golden. Yeah, it is great. It's one of those where she comes out and she's like, because it was her making the food, and she's like, oh, it's great, you're going to have leftovers. Yeah, you'll have leftovers. Yeah, and so it's once again, so good. And she's just so... Betty's the type to just rip apart the person because she knows who's on the right side of history. She's right there. She's a good judge of character. And exactly. She'll call him out in the most nonchalant way. Yep. And you've got Joan, who comes out in a headdress that is typically worn by Pam's character the whole time. Yeah, well, actually, beginning of the movie, you had Betty notice, like, oh, that's a nice look you got going on there, where she came first meeting her. Yep. She had the headscarf and all that, the dress. And now Joan has adopted it. Yep, wearing the exact same thing. And then after that, there's the line of Joan, like, oh, I need someone to dance. I need a dance partner. Instead of being her own husband, I can't even. Trent goes out with her. Now, let's take a moment here to appreciate the balls on Trent for going to go dance. Because I'm not appreciating those balls. No. This is sarcasm, okay? Don't you dare. Don't you act like you don't know this is sarcasm. The balls this guy has to go and dance with Joan after having, and we all know, lied about being on the boat. Yeah, because then that next scene, Kip comes and sits down. Yep. And Betty is like, when are you going to get me back out on your boat? And Kip is like, oh, I'd love nothing more than to get you back on my boat, but it's down. The motor's out. Yeah, it's been out for a week, and it's going to be another week till it's fixed. And Duncan's sitting there, Pam's sitting there. They both hear it. Pam doesn't do anything about it. She starts to get teary-eyed and tries to excuse herself. She does. Duncan, this is where it shows more of his character stepping up and going out of his way. And he makes a big scene, but a scene that needs to happen. He's calling out Trent on his bullshit. He's saying, hey, Mom, you see it. We all see it. He's sleeping with her. Like, he's laying it all out on the table. He's making sure his mom can't ignore it this time. Exactly. He's looking out for his mom. which is, as an adult, you kind of see it from both ways. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
this sucks, but it's a necessary.
It's one of those where in this moment it was kind of, she was learning from her son a little bit. Not 100%. It happens more towards the end of the movie where she jumps into the way back.
Oh, spoiler alert.
I know.
Well, she's growing through his own growth. Like, she's seeing him grow and growing as a
and
result.
that's one of the things I love about this movie. It doesn't matter who you are, how old you are, or anything like that. You can learn from anyone in life, even your own son.
But don't rely on that. Kids are a bunch of morons, okay?
Todd's option. Or opinion option. Jeez.
Oh,
all right.
A little too much water. So yeah, he gets up, confronts Trent, yells at him. Trent almost goes out to attack.
And Duncan pushes him back.
Yep.
And that was one of those things, like, you just hate Trent that much more because he was actually, like, charging at Duncan.
And then Kip does step in the way, but Kip is also a little bitch about it.
He is. He doesn't do shit about it.
He doesn't say anything. He almost like he knows it.
Yeah.
To me, I think Kip knew all along, and Kip's known it for years.
You know what?
Kip just enjoys.
I think they have an upside down pineapple at their door.
That's a Swingers reference. Not the movie, but modern swingers.
Apparently it's a thing. I didn't know it was a thing.
They keep upside down pineapples around. It's all over TikTok. TikTok wouldn't lie to me.
You know what Todd looks up.
My For You page. And all of a sudden, people are pointing out all these people that they see with upside down pineapples. And you're like, what is this about? And then you read the comments. You're like, oh, okay. That's news.
So if you have a pineapple on your front porch upside down, take it off unless you know what it means.
And why is it upside down if it is? Guys, what are you doing anyway? Okay, just flip that over.
So either way, Kip doesn't do shit about it.
No.
He just becomes more of a piece of shit by not doing anything either. So after that, there's the scene of Duncan going away with Susanna.
Well, I think a pivotal line that ends that scene is Trent saying, your dad doesn't want you, kid.
That's true, yep. Because there's the whole scene. Throughout the movie, it's culminating of like, oh, I talked to my dad today, Susanna. And then Duncan's like, oh, yeah, I'm supposed to move out with my dad after, this. So.
Yeah, why can't I spend the summer with dad? And and Pam never has a good reason for it, just because you're with me. She's hiding something.
Yep.
And then Trent apparently is let in on the secret, and then he spills it in front of everybody that, hey, your dad doesn't want you, kid. And that pushes Joan a bit over the edge, too, because then she storms off.
Exactly.
And then Duncan goes with Susanna and Peter.
Yep. And so they go hunting for ghost crabs.
Ghost crabs I never heard about before.
No, I didn't either. But then again, Colorado doesn't have beaches.
Bunch of beaches around here. He's back on top, baby.
No, he's not.
He's back on.
So there's definitely that moment there. And then there's the fight scene.
You're moving along very quickly.
Sorry.
Quick clip, but I appreciate it. I just wanted to touch upon the ghost crabs because the way Suzanne is talking about them, it's a metaphor for the movie in that she's like, so the ghost crabs can look 360 degrees, but there's only one direction they can't look, and I think that's up, and so they have to go out at night where they're safer, otherwise prey can come and get them, and so that's a form of protection. They need kind of like something to look out for them type thing. For Pam, she's blind to Joan and Trent's relationship, and she's blind to kind of Duncan and kind of his problems with that same relationship. But Duncan is like her protector, I think, in that way. Like, he's the one opening her up and protecting her. She's the ghost crab in this situation, and he's there to kind of make sure she's safe by telling her where the danger is.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my think about a lot of movies, they always say nobody's going to put something in a movie that doesn't have a purpose.
Yeah.
There's a lot of movies that are guilty of doing that, and that's where you kind of go, oh, you kind of check out. This one, I think the ghost crabs are specifically mentioned and talked about because it is a larger metaphor for the movie.
Okay, yeah. I never picked up on that, but yeah, that makes sense to me.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Call it a night.
What? No, we got more of the movie left.
Oh, okay.
Where
are we going next?
Still. So from there's the scene of Duncan sneaking out. He wants to get away. He's annoyed with it, and he just wants to get out. And so he's sneaking out. Peter catches him. Peter definitely has like this blackmail vibe of, hey, take me with you. No, I'm not taking you with you. I'll scream. And he's like, shit, I gotta take Peter with me. Yep. So they sneak out and they go to Waterwiz, where they're having the going away party that Lewis has always wanted because he's finally leaving.
Yep, Owen says we're having it for Lewis. I think he's serious this time. My question for you is, why wasn't Duncan invited?
Yeah, that to me is a little odd of why he wasn't invited, unless there was a whole scene of, oh, hey, you want to come to the party? No, because he was still surprised that there was stuff going on there. So never mind.
I
My
think
theory
that's
doesn't
like
work.
maybe that was a cutting room floor thing, or
Yeah.
not enough time thing, or just a convenient way to get him to show up sad.
Yeah. So they're having the going away party. Lewis has his little speech moment of where he's leaving, and they have like, hey, you want to be part of a tradition to Duncan?
Yep.
So they get these squirt guns. And as he's, pouring out his emotions, Duncan just squirts him. He just kind of, I can't get my face wet. My doctor said. It just, the way he delivers lines works out so well in that. It's at first like no one else like sprays a water gun, and it's like, oh gosh, is this putting Duncan as the bad guy? But then they're like, oh, what would be worse if we had more water guns?
Yeah, so
and
then
then
it's
it just,
like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Duncan screwed him over.
Yeah, so then it just comes this giant party, and every movie with Sam Rockwell, it seems he always tries to get dancing in there.
It's like Tom Cruise with running.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just one of those things where, Iron Man 2, he's dancing. There's Mr. Right, where that one's a lot about dancing. But I'm not talking his dancing moves. He's a great dancer.
Well, I like Lewis, Jim Rash, it does like almost like the Snoopy dance.
Yeah.
He's doing the Snoopy dance in the center of the ring. Peter is he's living his best life. He is. Because Owen already does the same thing he kind of did with Duncan. He's like, I got to see that lazy eye. He's like, how many bits I could do? Like, makes him feel at home immediately.
Yep.
And of course, Peter and his cockiness is like, I'll circle back. Like, he's going to go mingle.
Yeah. He easily, like, already shrugs it off, like, no, I know who I am. And I think that does a lot to what Betty, his mom, is. She really pushed him in that direction of not caring so much.
Which is interesting, because she shames him a bit. She shames him a lot for his eye patch.
But I feel like that's one of those where...
But she's giving him the confidence, but she's afraid of how he'll feel about his eye.
Yeah.
But now that he knows people are like, well, that could be funny, he's got a different confidence about it.
Yeah, so I think it really helped in Sam Rockwell's character, showing that it's actually a great thing.
Yep.
And you shouldn't be afraid of it, but Betty's already gone through the list of crap that he could possibly get. So going back to the whole Duncan, the party, they're all having a good time. And then finally the sun starts coming up. Then you have the scene of Duncan on top of the water slide with Owen.
Which is such a good... It's almost like the third act by itself. It's so good.
So it just goes off of like Duncan being like, oh, he called me a 3. And Owen's just kind of confused, like, what? Like, who called you a 3? Just trying to figure out more. Trent, my mom's boyfriend, he called me a 3. And there's that point of Owen being like, you're not a 3.
That's on him.
Yeah, that's on him. I know. He's like, well, how do you know? And he's like, I just know. And that's another one where he delivers the line with the way he looks.
Yep. Don't worry about how I know.
It's just, he kind of sees it that way. And he talks about his father.
Yeah, and
that scene.
He mentions, his lines up there are like everything he says is great. Like, yeah, that's on him. He's somebody that says that is somebody that doesn't know you. Like, is a piece of his line. And he says, he makes fun of like, hey man, there's a whole world out there for you. Like, you need to go home. Like, people want you. And he's like, no, I want to be here. And he's like, you're gonna love bar backing in the winter and painting houses when it's cold and everything like that.
Making
and he's
trying to sound shitty and pushing Duncan to do more with his life.
Right. But he says like that, and he's like, no, I'm serious. And Owen's like, yeah, so am I. There's a whole world out there for you, Duncan.
Yeah.
And that hits a lot differently when you watch it, when you've kind of, gone past your adolescent phase, and you realize it's almost like that turn from adolescent to adulthood, when the world we're watching the way back is that summertime flair. Like, everybody's going to the water park, even if you like them. They're going to the water park, they're going to the beach, they're having parties, barbecue, they're making new friends, experiences. And then Owen's sitting there going, there's a whole world that is going to happen in my timeline that you don't want to be here for. And it's not all magical and fun and jokes. It's late nights and cold and everything. Like, it's life. This is life. It's the real world is going to come. You're seeing all the great things, but there's a lot of bad that you have to navigate in between.
Exactly.
And that just, it sucks to remember that as a human being, that, for all the fun stuff you have, there's a right after that's like really sunken. It's not great.
Yeah, exactly.
Sunken with Duncan.
I couldn't resist that. I guess I'll give you that one.
Yeah, I was on the fly. Okay, this is not written down anywhere.
Well, I can even attest to that. Your chicken scratch is horrible.
Yep.
So after that, they go back to the house, and this is the other scene that bothers me, of Peter and Duncan coming back. No one really had that sense of worriness of like, oh, hey, they're back finally. There was nothing like, there was no one, like, they didn't call the cops or nothing to the extent of like, freaking out, and that's kind of going back to like Pam and Trent the way they are, because she's kind of gone back to Trent.
Yeah, and a bit of that 80s kind of vibe too for
Yeah.
me, where like kids could go out all night and the parents are just like, they're probably fine. I had a bit of that childhood. Mother, I hope you have turned off the podcast at this point. But not in like a I don't care what you're doing kind of way, but like I had a lot of freedom to be out really late and not really say where I was. It was just like, yeah, you know, you got to come home.
Yeah.
You know, and just that kind of freedom is, I think it's good. It's scary for a parent, I'm sure. It was scary as a kid sometimes because it's just you and you're like trying to figure this shit out. But yeah, that's definitely kind of the dynamic that they had. It was like, oh, they're gone, but we're not going to call the authorities or anything. We're just going to be like, wait for them to come back the next day.
Well, I always had that fear of like, you know, you had that curfew. I did, at least.
Yeah.
And I stayed
never
out.
had a curfew.
I stayed out past the curfew. Fuck it, I'm already past the curfew. I'm just gonna stay out late anyways.
Oh.
And there was also that moment of shit. I have to go back home at some point.
Right.
Where I had that fear. So.
My mom's listening to this, going, "You had a curfew. You had." Debatable.
Todd just forgot. So they get back, and the scene, and I hate it again. Forgot the daughter's name, but she's just so pissed. Of like, thanks for ruining my summer. And they're all packing up their bags. Duncan is like, what's going on? Pam comes out. Oh, we're getting ready to leave. And so they're all packing up and leaving for the rest of the summer to go back and try to rekindle their relationship.
Yeah, I don't know how the change, and I guess because he's away from Joan, he has the whole packing the suitcase scene with his mother, and that is one of the realest like conversations in the movie.
Yeah.
Not from just like, because a lot of them are very aspirational, and they, you know, that's a line of like somebody wrote that line to sound, you know, like very wisdom providing.
Yeah.
For lack of, that doesn't sound very wisdom providing of me. That phrase, it shouldn't exist. But he's talking to his mom, and she's explaining, Duncan, I know you don't understand, but you know, sometimes we do things because we're scared, and it's very relatable in that she's choosing to stay in an obviously broken relationship where he cheated and he's done it before, and he's not going to change, and he's mean to the son and the son.
How do you ever go back to the summer of being in that house? Like next summer, what do? Do you go back? Because I feel like you can't, because it's one of those things like
there's always
she's gonna have that notice of like, oh shit, Joan's here.
Yeah, there's always going to be the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
That is that moment. But, well, I mean, but her crying and being like, you know, we do it because we're scared. And she's doing it for her son and for her probably, I don't, you know, for her, just her stability of like, well, this is who I'm with. And it's simpler. Sometimes like a bad job.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes you stay in a bad job for 13 years because it's so easy to do that, to deal with the bad. The bad just becomes part of the noise, and you just deal with it.
Yeah.
And for her, I think that's what it is. Like, if I have to break up with him, then I have to find a new guy that maybe will like me or won't like me, or maybe Duncan has to start over, or we have to go somewhere new. And there's a whole thing. And so she's doing it for herself and for him. And it's like, hey, you're a kid, you don't understand, but a lot of adults deal with that.
Yeah. So it was, a great scene to have in the movie. But then after that, you know, they say their goodbyes. And once again, you get that last bit of Betty.
Yep.
And it's just the interaction of like her showing how much she really cares. To her like full arc, it just kind of settles in there, which is a real nice feel to it.
Yeah. No, and so they go into the back of so then after they say goodbye to Betty,
yep,
they are heading back home, and they stop at a gas station. And
well, before that even, so Duncan is saying goodbye to Susanna.
Yeah, they say their goodbyes. What's going on there?
But he gets the kiss.
Oh, he does, because we forgot to mention. I mean, that's probably why he does go in to kiss her after the ghost crab scene, and she pulls back and it's like Duncan, and then he leaves, and you can tell she's like, oh crap, I fucked something up.
Yeah.
And then he does get the kiss, and then he smugly gets into the way back of the station wagon. That is a good scene.
Yeah, and then it's just one of those where it's a callback again of what are you looking at, you perv, like
to the sister,
and it's just.
No, yeah, that is good. So they're at the gas station, and there's a really good song playing by the Apache Relay called "Power Hungry Animals."
Okay.
And it's it's a build-up song. The soul will not be the. I don't know, is that even the lyrics? But you know the tune of it.
Yeah.
Listen to it, guys. It's great. Look up that song. You know what song we're talking about. But it's starting to build up, and he sees the water whiz, of course, right out the back window.
It's great because he's sitting at the back window. Everyone in the front is just kind of looking at what's coming ahead, and he's just sitting in the back, and there's water whiz.
Yep.
The big slide.
And so he guts out, and he runs straight for the water whiz, and Pam follows behind him.
Oh yeah, she actually runs after him, and then you just have Trent just yelling, "Pam, Pam, where you going?" Like he's not doing anything about it.
Yeah, he seems
just
very upset. But I'm like, when he's yelling Pam, Pam, like, what does he want her to do?
Yeah.
Get back in the car and go home with him? Just leave? Like,
Yeah.
what is it? I don't know. It's a very weird.
It's one of those where it shows how much of a piece of shit he is.
Yeah.
Like he's not caring or doing anything about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Duncan runs into the park, and first person he goes up to is Owen. And he's like, "I'm gonna do it. I want to pass you on the water slide."
Yep. And then of course you got the three kids that are like, "Oh, they're gonna pass him on the slide," and then they call everybody in. Apparently, like, it's obviously another cheesy moment because the entire water park
Oh,
gives
I
a
love
shit.
it. I don't care.
No, but I mean, it's a
cheesy
good.
moment.
But I mean, this movie is full of good cheesiness. There's
Yeah.
cheesiness where you go, "Oh God, this is horrible," but this is like you've built that earnestness with the rest of the cast and the scenery, and like everything together is working. The music. And Maya Rudolph, who hates all this, is even like, I don't condone this, but if you guys want to go over to whatever the slide is, Duncan, our employee, is going to try and pass someone on the water slide.
Yeah, it's so great. And this comes back to the whole line earlier where the three kids, they're like, "Well, how are you going to do it?" And he's like, "I don't know." Duncan doesn't know how he's going to do it, but this is where he's taking life on, not knowing what's going to happen. And he's just going with it. He's not worried about what's going to happen. And he's just seeing where life takes him. And then Owen even looks at him like, "All right, you ready for this?" And he's like, "Yeah, don't die wondering." It comes back to that line of him saying it again.
But he's using that logic for himself now.
Exactly. So it just shows like his character arc developing from that awkward, pale, pasty kid to the tan, confident kid.
Exactly. And that, so he passes him on the slide. It's a big...
No one knows. It's in a tube slide, so...
Yep, and again, for all you listeners, Owen stopped and let him pass. And
that's what Todd thinks, but he's one of those pieces of shit that thinks like that's just how it happens. There was no just behind him actually passing him.
What do you think he's like? Okay, we won't get into logistics of water slides.
I don't know. I think maybe he could have pulled his and got around.
He counted like 3 before he even went in.
Well, no, he said 1, 2, 3. And then Owen goes, and then right after, Duncan runs and jumps in.
Owen goes, and then he counts, and then goes in.
No, he doesn't.
All right, write in, let us know.
Yeah.
But he does pass him. Either way, whatever happens, passes him. It's big slow-mo. Everybody's super happy for him. It's really cool, like, of them. Like, it's like a big moment of growth. It's like they just
not only
Super
that,
Bowl.
the growth there, but also you have Pam walking into the water park and kind of walking through, not just going straight to where Duncan's at. She walks by, the employee of the month sign. There's Duncan.
Pop and lock.
Exactly. With the line pop and lock underneath him. Employee of the month, smiling, looking at the happiest throughout the entire movie. Even in the scenes when Pam is around, he's never been that happy.
Yep.
And so she really sees like what she's missed out on this summer being, "Oh, I'm at spring break and I'm going to party," and missing out on her son's life. Goes to the slide and, watches it, sees it happen. They come out. And then finally there's that first introduction between Pam and Owen. "Hey, this is my friend that can drive Owen." Little meet and greet, and then here comes Trent.
Are we done here?
Exactly. He comes in, "Are we done here?" And Owen steps in. "Oh, you must be the 3." And it's just one of those...
No, I'm Owen. I'm the friend of the 3.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm Owen. I'm friend of the 3. And he just steps and holds his ground. Like, Trent
so
can't
good.
do anything about it. It's just...
Trent tries to step around him, and Owen moves in front of him again and blocks him.
And it's
from
one of those
Duncan.
things too. It's crazy to watch because like you have Trent size, and when I think of Steve Carell, I don't think he's that big of a guy. But compared to Sam Rockwell, it makes it seem like he's that big of a guy.
Right.
But Owen's still standing his ground no matter the size.
No, yeah, it is that it's such a powerful scene where you feel like it's like badass.
It is. Yeah.
Like you feel like fuck yeah, dude, because Trent gets belittled. Like Trent feels like everybody he's made feel little in the movie. Like he's now in that position where he's like, he's gonna talk to Duncan.
Mm-hmm.
Owen steps in the way. He tries to move around him. He steps in the way again, and then he just has to go. I'm going back to the car. Like he knows he lost. He can't do anything. He's not gonna say anything now. He's not the tough guy. He just has to walk away. And it's like Owen won there.
Yeah.
It's like I'm the real father figure here.
After that, they say their goodbyes to everyone, and as they're saying their goodbyes to everyone, they even say goodbye to Lewis. He's still there.
Yes, hello, I'm still here. Bye, Lewis. Bye.
So it's a great scene. it's not drawn out by any means. It's the quick buys, and it goes back to like, all right, we need to hurry our conversations up with the car and getting the bike out, and would you like the job here?
Yep.
So it goes back to that.
Yep, full circle. Big hug. And then Maya Rudolph kind of sees how Owen is capable of growth and being a bigger person. It's very subtle. There's nothing said. It's kind of like a side hug, and you're like,
Yeah, that's a lot of this movie is there's nothing. It has to be explained to you or anything. It's it's there.
It doesn't hit you over the head with it.
Yeah.
And then they're back in the car. Mom's up front. Duncan's in the way back, and the Trampled by Turtles song Alone starts playing, and it is a great song to lead us out to the end of the movie. And what happens there?
The tension is just building, and you can see Pam just going over her head everything that's kind of happened, and she finally comes to terms like, I don't want to be with Trent. This is not the way I want to live my life. And it's just funny because like she crawls all the way to the way back. She crawls over the daughter and everything like that, and just goes in back, sits with Duncan, and there's that moment of just, once again, nothing said.
Peace.
Yeah. Exact.
Peace. It's like they both
and they're
exhaled.
Just happy. Yeah. Like a weight lifted off their shoulder. Kind of like how it is right now, almost finishing up our first podcast episode.
Ooh, I tell you, man. It was exhausting. But yeah, they're just staring out the back of the window, and now they're both in the way back. And we have completed our first movie review.
Yeah. So, if you've seen it, tell us what you think.
If you hated it, let us know.
Why you hated it. If you're wrong, you are wrong about that.
Yeah, you're wrong, but we'll appreciate your input. Like, just
we'll listen.
let us
We'll hear.
know.
Yeah, we've been wrong before.
Not bloody likely. But no, if you didn't like it, hey man, that's not your movie. That's fine. But we believe it's underrated for a reason. We think there's more qualities that make it a standout than make it a sleeper. So I think it's a solid movie from me. I mean, we're not going to put any ratings on these. Those get complicated.
It really does. Todd will never remember anyways.
Yeah, I don't remember what I put. But I know I would rate this high if I had to. And,
it's one of those movies I can just put on, watch, and relax.
Yeah.
Kind of.
It's an atmosphere movie. There's so much to it. And again, the acting, the music, the direction. Nat Faxon and Jim Rash did a great job. All the actors just nailed it. And we can't say enough good things about it, obviously. Yeah. But here we are. And what do you think we'll be reviewing the next time we get around to a movie?
Next time around, it's going to be probably different. We're looking at the Suicide Squad.
Oh, so a new one. We're doing a new release.
So it's going to be different in the sense of we're probably not going to break it down as much as this. Because as I like breaking it down, because this was a different aspect of watching a movie like this and breaking it down for me. I've never actually, taken notes.
Like scene by scene.
Yeah. And with Suicide Squad, I'm not doing that in the theater. I'm not being that piece of shit. I just want to sit down, enjoy the movie.
Oh, no, we're not going to break it down like that, like notepads out and everything. No. Like, we're not doing that, but we will try and remember everything we can after the movie and talk to you about it.
There'll probably be a lot of jumping around on that one.
Oh, for sure. But yeah, so that's one of them coming up. We've got a bunch in our own pipeline that we're going to be talking about on this podcast.
Yeah.
Hopefully, again, maybe there's some laughs, some extreme disappointments, whatever it is. We just hope to make a little meaning out of the meantime. And Nate, where can they listen to us?
All the big platforms.
Other than the one they're listening to us on right now. So it's a very confusing thing.
Yeah, Apple, Spotify,
Stitcher, yeah.
Whatever else is out there. Tell a friend. If you think they would like it, let them know. We're here for them.
For the love of God, tell everybody you know. And
anger on his face right now, guys.
I swear to God, you guys. But that'd be awesome. Share it if you like what you hear. Rate 5 stars on the platform you're using. Go to the other platform, rate it there too. Yeah. Leave us a review. If it's mean, well, we'll cry ourselves to sleep. But if it's awesome, maybe we'll read it out on the pod. And let us know what you'd like us to review. Let us know if there's any topics you want us to cover. Because, this is still very much a work in progress. It's fluid. We're not kind of stuck in one format or another. We're just going to take it as it comes.
Yeah. Also, you can catch us, find us on Instagram, theendissigh, Facebook, email us at theendissigh@gmail.com.
We've got Twitter. We've got
all the major platforms.
Yeah, we're going to try and do some TikTok
Yeah.
We're going to have to find some movie clips and stuff to be able to put on there and kind of talk over.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're new to this again, so bear with us. It's going to be a rocky start, but hopefully it's a smooth fucking ride.
Thanks for listening.
No, don't hit that button yet. We have to have a better sign off than that.
Oh, what's the better sign off?
I don't know. This is where we figure it out right now.
Shit.
It's fucking Candyland.
I like it.
All right.
All right. I'm seeing if Mike's.
Oh no.
Oh, it's a flub. Sally sold. Yep. I fucked up.